The Legend of Sangkuriang. The origin of Mount Tangkuban Perahu. Long time ago, in the heavenly realm, a god and a goddess committed a grave mistake. As punishment, they were cast down to earth in the form of lowly creatures. The god was turned into a dog named Tumang, while the goddess transformed into a wild boar called Chilang Wayungyang. One day, a Sundanese king went hunting deep in the forest. When he needed to urinate, he did so behind some bushes. Unknowingly, his urine collected inside a dry coconut shell. Chilang Wayungyang, passing by in thirst, drank it. Instantly, she became pregnant and gave birth to a baby girl. The king, hearing the cry, searched for its source. Behind the thick leaves, he found a beautiful baby girl. The king took her home and raised her in the palace as his own daughter. He named the baby Dayang Sumbi. He didn't know that she was actually his biological daughter. Years passed. Dayang Sumbi grew into a beautiful woman. Princes and kings from all over vied to marry her. But Dayang Sumbi preferred weaving to talking about love. One day, while weaving, her spool of thread fell and rolled out of the palace. Bound by rules, she couldn't leave the palace freely. In desperation, she made a vow. "Whoever returns my thread, if you are a female, I will take you as my sister. If you are a male, I will marry you." Not long after, a dog came carrying the spool of thread. It was Tumang, the dog that was actually the god in disguise. Because of her vow, Dayang Sumbi married Tumang. Knowing this, the king was very angry and threw her out of the palace. In a hut deep in the forest, Dayang Sumbi lived with Tumang. Every full moon, Tumang transformed into a handsome man. From their marriage, a boy was born and named Sangkuriang. Sangkuriang grew into a strong and agile boy. He loved to play and hunt with Tumang. He did not know that Tumang was actually his father. One day, Dayang Sumbi asked him to hunt for deer's heart. So Sangkuriang set off into the forest with Tumang. However, prey was hard to find. When he saw a wild boar, who was actually his grandmother, Chilang Wayungyang, Sangkuriang aimed to shoot it. Tumang stopped him. Angry at Tumang for interfering, Sangkuriang shot him with an arrow and killed him. He then took Tumang's heart and brought it home. Dayang Sumbi was delighted, thinking it was deer's, and cooked it right away. But when she told her son to call Tumang, Sangkuriang said Tumang was dead and that they had eaten his heart. Dayang Sumbi was so angry that she hit Sangkuriang's head with a rice ladle, leaving a wound on his forehead. Sangkuriang was sad and angry. He ran away to the forest. He felt unloved. He did not know that he had just killed his father. Day after day passed. Dayang Sumbi regretted it and vowed never to eat meat again. He prayed to the gods that one day he could be reunited with his son. In return, the gods granted her eternal beauty and youth. Meanwhile, Sangkuriang wandered far away. He lost his memory and was cared for by a hermit. He grew into a handsome, strong, and powerful young man. One day, Sangkuriang returned to his village. There, he met a beautiful young woman. She was Dayang Sumbi, who still looked young, because she had been granted eternal youth by the gods. Sangkuriang did not know she was his mother. He instantly fell in love with her. He approached her and eventually proposed. Dayang Sumbi was unsure. But everything changed when she noticed the scar on the young man's forehead. Dayang Sumbi was shocked. Sangkuriang was her son. She immediately rejected the proposal. But Sangkuriang would not accept the refusal. So Dayang Sumbi gave him an impossible condition. If you want to marry me, dam the Citarum River to make a lake, and build me a large boat. All must be finished in a single night. Sangkuriang accepted the challenge. With help from supernatural beings, he worked all night. Land and trees were moved. The boat was nearly complete. The lake was almost formed. Not wanting him to succeed, Dayang Sumbi devised a trick. She spread a white cloth over the eastern sky and pounded a rice mortar to make roosters crow. The supernatural beings thought morning had come and fled in fear. Realizing he had been tricked, Sangkuriang was very angry. He kicked the unfinished boat so hard that it overturned and became a mountain. Now known as Mount Tangkuban Perahu.